Bale was in a bit of a pickle, wasn't he, last time we spoke? And you one of the few videos that we've done that's had YouTube views was this one, the little clip we did about Gareth Bale, and it got quite a few dislikes, and I thought that was unfair because, no, people on YouTube are just sad little turds, aren't they? Get a life. So yeah, I just wanted to vindicate you for what you said about Gareth Bale last episode. Basically, that give him a run of games, let him get some confidence in his legs, he will find his form again.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? 6 in his last 6 or 7 now?
Something like this. He scored he scored 2 braces recently, isn't he? He scored 2 against Burnley, 2 against Palace. Mm-hmm. He looks a different player, doesn't he? And it's exactly what we were talking about as well. He's sort of, although he's starting on, as a wide play, you can see how his game's evolved, that he's drifting into the middle, he's lurking on that back post, and he's scoring poachers' goals. And I love it. I love to see it. And you can see the drive in him, I can't remember who it was. He scored the header. I think it was Palace. He scored this header where you can see the drive in him. The way he travels from the back post to get in front of his marker. The drive, the determination stuff. It's exactly what we were talking about. I've seen him have a run of games, give him a chance to mature into the role that he's got to play now. People forget that he played Premier League football, but he played Premier League football 5 years ago. Now that I don't think anybody would argue that we're watching the same Premier League we were watching 5 years ago. Oh, no. So, it takes time. It's a shame that it's taken so long. And I think, of course, he'll have to shoulder some of the blame for that and everything. But the minute he's got a good run of games, he's formed a great partnership with Harry Kane and Son. So I'm just lovely. I'm really happy to see him playing the way he is. I really wanted to, and you said exactly the same. I really wanted to see him creeping inside more and adapting that more poacher's style, just being a bit more of a fox in the box, and he's done it, and he's scoring, and he's going to keep scoring. I think I back him to keep going until the end of the season like this, and it could be huge for Spurs. No, I mean, they've got Man City in the League Cup final coming up soon. They're still in the Europa League. I think they've got Dynamo Zagreb coming up.
I think so, yeah. Kiev.
Dynamo Kiev or one of the Dynamos? Not the one from Bradford, but but yeah, I think he's playing about 70 minutes a game at the moment. He's averaging around 70 minutes per game, which is amazing news for us as Wales fans, because that means he's playing a good majority of the game. He's scoring, he's assisting. It's exactly what we want to see, isn't it?
Definitely, mate. Like, anytime you have that talisman in your team, when he plays well, you play well. And on the field, like, you've got Gareth Bale on the team sheet, he's going to draw 2 people away from somewhere. You're going to have to put extra eyes on him or something. Then it leaves spaces for Brooks, James, Moore, Wilson, whoever's playing in and around them to get him behind. The main thing I've noticed, apart from what you said he has, it seems sometimes like him and Kane are playing as a 2 for Spurs when they're in the middle, sort of looking for headers. But the main thing I've noticed, he seems to be playing with that confidence he had before those spells where he was out with sort of constant reoccurring injuries. Like, he's not backing out headers and tackles. He's breaking into a full sprint, chasing the ball. He looks a bit more confident in his footwork. His aerial springs getting back up to what it is, what they call it. I think they just call it spring, don't you? Or you can jump. I don't fucking know. I didn't do very much training. Base jump. His aerial ability is getting back to it. He's just, any player when you get to that level, you need confidence in your ability when you can just turn a player on a sixpence and get past him and kill one into the top corner. And he's getting back to that now, and it's perfect timing for us and for Tottenham. And it's great
as well.
To see.
Another thing we said as well is that, like, he of that ball playing ability he has to pick a pass from miles away. Did you see that assist he had for Harry Kane's goal against Burnley? I think it was unbelievable. What a ball! And again,
him
that goes into
Kane are putting a really nice partnership together. They're setting each other up as well, constantly.
It's not something I ever thought about before, but they're 2 players that seem to be really complement each other. Because Harry Kane, to his credit, is not one of these players that won't drop back a bit to create, instead of just playing a typical number 9 role. So it's good.